Hello. I forgot to make a video over the weekend, so we're doing it now. Um, okay, so I had a lot of questions, or people asked me a lot of questions. Mark asked me a question that I cannot find. I don't know where it is now, but it was something about, like, why brown cows eating green grass make white milk or something. I don't know. That's beyond my level of understanding. Yeah. Clint asked how old I am, how tall I am. I'm not at all. I'm very short. Angel asked if I make it big like J.K. Rowling, what would I do with my money in sudden position? I've never really thought of that because I don't really expect that to happen. But one of the things that happens in my story. I'm sorry, I have like pizza in my teeth. I just ate. I just got out of the shower. One of the things that happens in my story has to do with sex trafficking, and there's a lot of slavery in my story too, and so that goes into like the whole human trafficking thing. And so I would want to like call attention to that more. I would definitely give to some charities that are doing stuff about that. And just other charities that I feel are doing really good things. Like there's one that builds wells in Africa. It's called Blood Water Mission. That one's really good. Yeah, so things like that, and then just to probably I don't know. I don't think of these things. I don't know. I would speak about the things I'm passionate about. Tom asked, have any of my personal experiences gone into my work? Not exactly. I do try to capture the emotion and stuff. Like when I write, I try to visualize myself in my character's shoes. I try to put myself in that position, and so not exactly, but kind of in a way. And I also I take the write what you know thing, trying to make that be a thing that I do. I still can't figure out where to look for things. But yeah, I put my emotional experiences into the story. My least favorite books. I don't really finish a book if I don't like it, so I don't know what I haven't liked. I don't usually like romance books, just books that are just romance. I definitely like romance in a story, and it actually kind of bothers me when there's not. But to read a book that is purely about romance is that's hard for me to do. What would have made them better if they hadn't been just about romance? If they'd been something else too, and romance was a subplot. Totally into romance as a subplot, but as the main thing, it's no. Tom wants to know who would win in a fight, Batman or Soric. Soric, duh, because he has magic, but he does not. Of course, I'm going to say my character is going to win. What is the one thing I cannot write without? I cannot write without water. I drink this water. It doesn't have to be just this kind, but flavored carbonated water. It's delicious. I feel like this isn't going to be very funny. I'm sorry. My hair looks wet. I just got out of the shower. Well, with that question that Tom just asked, when I first read it, I thought that it said, what is one thing I can't write about? So he made me answer that one too. He's making me answer that one. I don't know. I pretty much write about a lot of stuff. like dark stuff. I don't think I would ever write like a rape scene like all the way through. And I don't write sex scenes either, but I lead up to things and then I back off and come join them later. So it's not exactly like a thing I can't write about, but it's a thing I'm not going to write about. Where did I get the initial idea for sewing? Sewing is book 1 of my currently 8-book series, unless things change. And it's sewing like sewing and reaping, not sewing like a needle and thread and stuff. I got the idea from a Thrice song. And I've talked about this before, but there's a song called Under a Killing Moon where basically the song painted an image for me of it's like this picture in my head that I can't quite get out, but basically it's this group of people and it's night and there's a bonfire like over here and this person is standing here and they're watching and I really do have a ring. I took it off. It's in the cleaner. I'm super anal about it being clean. So I took a shower. I don't wear my ring when I take a shower because it gets soap scum on it, and that bothers me. So, yeah. So, I have pizza over here, and I want to eat it, but I'm making a video, and so I'm really distracted because my pizza's going to be cold, and I don't like food when it's cold when it's supposed to be hot. I might have to microwave it. But anyway, so, original idea. Basically, that song painted a picture for me of somebody watching a group of people kill somebody that the watcher knew was innocent. And the watcher knew that if they spoke up in defense of that person, they were going to die as well. And my very original idea was Rab, that the watcher was Rab, and her younger sister saw her get killed for being a rebel, and then it like started this whole thing. And originally I was going to tell the story like a lot of flashbacks, and like you weren't going to know that she even had a sister. You're going to like piece it together. So that was the original idea, basically, and that has kind of stayed. It's still there. It is very central to the character of Rab, but things are not exactly like that anymore because Rab doesn't die. So everything kind of changed. How did I get the initial? How did I come up with the title? Angel actually helped me with the titles. I had different titles before, and I don't know when exactly I got to the point that I was like, these don't really fit anymore. I have it somewhere in our messages, but basically I wanted something that fit the story better, and I really like one-word titles, and so we kind of brainstormed a little bit, and she found a Bible verse, like she asked me what some of the themes are, and she found a verse from the Bible that I'm so out of it right now. It says, "Do not be deceived, God cannot be mocked, a man reaps what he sows." And so that kind of got the idea. It's like, hey, book 1 could be sowing, the last book could be reaping, and it's kind of this whole thing of like, what you do affects what happens to you, and, you reap what you sow. Like, if you are a horrible person, if you are a horrible person, then good luck with that. So that kind of just, and I was able to keep some of the other words that I used, like I have shattering, I have silencing, and that just kind of, so they're all ing words. So yeah. Who is my favorite character in this series? Really? They're like my children. How am I supposed to choose? Like, I can't. it changes. Right now, my favorite character is probably Mazreka. Just because he's really fun to write and he's a very interesting character, and just the redemption in him is awesome. I like how bad he was and still kind of is, but how good he is too. So unless no, I can't even talk. In case you haven't figured it out yet, I love redemption. Bad guys becoming good is like my thing. So yeah. What do I have planned when I finish the series? I'm never gonna finish this series. Are you kidding me? I have considered writing like some prequel type stuff that would focus more on when the Holkondans became like them. I don't know. I plan to write something of like Sorik's backstory because he has been through a lot, and it'd be interesting to see that. So that's kind of that. But I also have this other series, my Vidar story, which has magic and dragons and people that live in the forest. And shockingly, they live in the forest. I think in every story I've ever written, there's a race that lives in the forest. I don't know why. It's not like I like it or anything. So that's kind of my plan for when I finish, if I ever finish. Basically, I want to stay in this world as long as possible because I love it to death. And it's dark and brutal and everything, but it's fine. Who let the dogs out? Is his last question. I did. I let our dogs outside. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And I'm not even looking at this thing right here. You know what I just realized? Okay, so this is like not a mirror. Like this is actually what I look like. But you can read my tattoo. You probably can't read it. But like it's always backwards when I'm looking at myself because it's in the mirror. Because it's written backwards. But it says stand ready and tall and reflect the light. So in case you wonder if you've seen my other videos and you're like, what does her tattoo say? That's what it says. So I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Ask me your questions again, and I will get them next time. So yeah, hopefully it was slightly entertaining or something. I don't know. It's 13 minutes long. No? If you watch this, I'm amazed. Thank you. Thank you.